This is Karina from the Royalty Coach. Today's episode is on reviews. Where to go and find them, how to get them, why do you need them, what to do, and what not to do. If this is the first time you are bumping across my channel, I have been in this business for over 6 years. I've trained over 17,000 people how to create amazing books for Amazon and then how to launch them properly because that is the key. The launch is everything. So without further ado, let me choose my screens and I'll share and we'll go from there. All right. How do we get reviews? This is the question. Where do we get them? What do we do? How do we do it correctly? Okay. Why are reviews important? Because as you know, Amazon is based on social proof, right? Reviews. People buy products, people either love them or they hate them, and they are very, very happy to talk about that on Amazon and share their experience about the product with everybody that will listen, right? Good reviews are great for your book, bad reviews are really bad for your book. So, you have to remember that people don't buy books, right? They buy the confidence. They buy what is in it, what is the problem that you're solving, and how you can go about it. So on Amazon, reviews essentially answer the number one buyer question, right? Which is, in your case, is this book legit? Does it have value? Is it going to help me solve my problem? Because in nonfiction, that is all that matters, that you create books that help people solve their biggest issues and problems. So star ratings are instantly, they signal instant trust, right? They signal quality if they are 5 stars, 4 stars, right? And credibility. This is important for the algorithm. When there's no reviews on products, that signals hesitation to people because they don't really know. Think of yourself, how many times you've bought products on Amazon, maybe there were thousands of reviews on them. Some were good, some were bad. You took a chance, you got it home, you opened it. It was absolute garbage and you're returning it. That is essentially why customers look for products that have reviews on them so that they can tell if this product is a good product. It's the same thing for your book. Your book is a product, it's a listing, right? Reviews reduced by your risk, essentially. Nobody wants to get into the risky business of buying stuff that is not going to work for them or books that are really badly put together, books that don't teach anything. They are AI generated. They are not good quality. Many times I see comments like, oh my God, I could have just done this myself. I could have just chat GPT this, or I could have just Googled it. We don't want this to be what they say about our books ever, right? Your book might be amazing, but without reviews, absolutely no one will ever know. No one will ever see it. And Amazon will not push your book to any audience because it's not sure if this is a good product, right? So, what do 5 star reviews do for the book? Essentially, they increase your conversion rates, meaning more clicks on your book, more sales. The better the reviews, the more we have of them, the better the sales. It helps the algorithm to push your book to a lot of people. It improves your Amazon ads performance. The more reviews, the better your ads function. The less reviews, the worse your ads function. Sometimes you will get yourself even in a situation where there's a lot of clicks and no purchases because there's a lack of reviews. So customers are hesitant. You create authority with reviews, right? Reviews tell people that this author, this publisher knows what they are talking about. And it really supports your bestseller momentum. So when reviews are coming, you have a much higher chance to get to a bestseller. So no reviews or slow review income, you're going to suffer with the book. 5-star reviews, honestly, they don't just validate your book, they amplify it. It's like you're putting an amplifier over your whole listing that the Amazon algorithm will grab and it will just fly with it. Bad reviews or like no reviews can actually break the sales of your book. It absolutely kills the conversion rates. And that is a conversion for your Amazon ads and even the standing, right? The BSR, which is your bestseller sales rank, it will lower it, causing your book to drop to page 2, 3, 4. Nobody looks there, my friends. Poor reviews raise the ad costs and lower ROI. So think about this. When you have bad reviews, you actually end up paying for ads much more. So if you're sitting at home and you're asking yourself, why are my ads so expensive? That is one of the reasons why. Bad reviews will lower your average rating, and that is going to cost you massively on ads. When there are no reviews, Amazon has no data to trust the book. It will not offer it. Even when people put, your topic in the search window to find your book, Amazon will always push the books that have good reviews and yeah, and good ratings, essentially, right? Without that, Amazon is like, I don't really know. There's no social proof on this. I don't know if people like it. I'm not really going to push it. One negative review early can stall momentum. This is where a lot of people live. Okay. They've gotten 15 reviews. I had a comment like this on YouTube on my channel. Somebody said, oh, yeah, but your method, it doesn't make sense because, my book has 20 reviews, but it's still a bestseller. Yeah, wait a little bit because one, that's not enough reviews. And two, if you get one bad one and you only have 15, 20, 25 reviews, that is immediately Amazon is going to lower your average rating. The lower the average rating, the more you will suffer on ads. So this is not a place where you want to mess around. If you see one bad review, you want to go like crazy getting more 4 and 5-star reviews to compensate for that one bad review. Otherwise, you're going to stall. You're going to sit, and then you're going to start to get pushed down. Amazon doesn't forgive weak launches. A weak launch is getting 15, 20 reviews, getting some bad ones, and then stalling. That immediately hurts your book. So how do we get reputable, compliant reviews? Because please, friends, do not mess around with this. Okay, this is not the time to get into funny business. We have to 100% build an ARC team, which is your advanced reader copy team. That means you have people, thousands of people on your list. You're sending your book, your PDF copy to all of them, potentially. And then you're asking them consistently for reviews. This is a bit of a babysitting job. I'm not going to lie to you. If you think you're going to ask for a review once and then get it, you probably are not going to. On average, it takes 3 to 5 reminders for you to get a review. So even if you have a nice database of people, let's say you have 1,500 people in your database, about 10% will leave you a review, and that's with a lot of reminders. So do the math. If you only know 200 people, that's 20 reviews, right? So the bigger the number of reviewers that you know, the bigger the number of reviews that you will get. And that goes with a lot of reminders. launch review strategies have to be timed correctly. So timing is super important here. This cannot happen over months. This has to happen in a very short period of time. You can email people, right, in your database with reminders. Absolutely, you are going to have to do a few follow-ups. Okay, so if you've done one follow-up, that's not enough. Do more follow-ups, do 3, do 4. Don't worry about bothering people. You know, after 4, 5 follow-ups, if I still haven't gotten that review, chances are that I won't, and I can move to the next person. I can pretty much let that one go. You can use compliant third-party review support. So, these are companies that specifically work with reviews, right? These are companies that have a good reputation. I will put a link. I have an affiliate link with one of them. I will put it in the description below. But these services are a little bit pricey, right? Yeah, you might want to put aside $1,000 to $2,000, but it's something that they will take off your hands completely, right? So if you not want to do this, if you're not a social media person, if you're not a Facebook person, if you don't have a follow-up, really your only other choice is one of these reputable review companies. What you don't want to do here is risk your account. So I will go through that in another slide, but please, no fake reviews, no policy violations. There is no shortcuts that I would ever put my clients through to get their accounts either banned or get their books locked, because this is one of the things that can happen if you are going about reviews in a shady way. Let's talk about reputable sites. I'm going to be very, very clear with you. This is probably not something you might have heard from anyone before. You will hear this from me. That's how I work here. There are promotional sites where you can upload your book for an exchange, right? It's an exchange of reviews. There are also promotional sites that you will not get that from them at all. They are primarily for marketing only. Okay. Those are that's the difference between the two. Sites like Booksprout, it's really their sort of claim to fame is that they will offer exchange of reviews, right? So you review someone's book, you put your book up to be reviewed. On those sites, I only do verified reviews, meaning I never put my book there to be just downloaded for free. I make everybody pay for the copy. So whether it's 99 cents or $1.99, choose your price, but make them pay, download, and then leave a review. Amazon does not like Booksprout or Book Bounty specifically, okay, Book Bounty, to do any kind of crazy promotion where you like collect all your points and then all at once you put your book out to be reviewed. This used to happen with Puppy. Puppy then got really demolished by Amazon because people were collecting their points and then all at once they would ask for 100 reviews on their books. Huge flag to Amazon. Please do not do that. Booksprout and Book Bounty should be treated as an exchange site only, where you purchase the book to review and you put your book out for them to review, not for free. You're only looking for verified reviews from those sites. Book Doggy, Book Sense, Fuzzy Librarian, those are the other promotional sites where even though you have signed up with them, right? And they will handle your, let's say, promo for one of your promo days, they will not leave you reviews. So one of the biggest misconceptions with these 3 sites, these bottom 3 sites, number 3, 4, and 5, is that people have a huge expectation that they will use these sites to get reviews. And then what happens is they get no reviews. If they get one, maybe two, consider yourself lucky. That is not the use of these sites. The use of these sites is primarily to just promote your book, to stay on page one for as long as you can. And that's really it. The best method to get actual reviews is to either have a database of people where you can send out your book to them, get consistent, good reviews, so 4 and 5 star reviews, right? And as quickly as you can, or hiring a reputable company that can get you reputable reviews for your book. With my coaching strategy, and this is for those of you who don't know, those who are brand new to my channel, this is what I focus on with my clients. And these are some of the clients that I have. This is what we've done, right? We relaunch underperforming books. So if your book honestly has been published, but it's making no money on Amazon, we relaunch your book properly, fixing and tweaking everything about your listing, and then relaunching it in the way that it will hit your whole audience that your book is meant for. If you're brand new, right, I will help you literally guide all the first-time publishers who maybe have a finished book and don't really know what to do, how to approach Amazon. We will essentially create it, fix it if we need to, and then launch it. I can also help you create the book from scratch, meaning you've never done this. You have no idea how to do this at all, but you have a book, maybe you have a topic, maybe you don't have a topic. If you don't, not a problem, because we will find one that's very profitable. If you do have one, we will make sure that it's profitable through the keyword research, okay? I can also help you build a very recognizable brand on Amazon instead of just creating one-off books. There's a lot of this one-off strategy where people create one book and then they jump to something else and they jump to something else. Well, really, that's not a great strategy on Amazon. The better strategy is actually creating 2, 3 books that will really solidify you as a subject matter expert. And that's what I love to do. I love to make you, right, into a subject matter expert on Amazon. It's the best way to make money. I'll help you create a brand. That is something that is very underdone in the industry. And that's something that makes quite good money. And you become a subject matter expert. That's so important. And I will support you in creating a long-term business. So that's another type of client that I have where they just want to create a long-term publishing business, bring in royalties, create great books that are going to help them really, have a 10, 20-year business where they can just collect royalties off of it. Here's what I will say, please don't do. I see this a lot, and I save this as my last slide. Please don't ask close friends and family for a review, especially those who have been to your home or you have been to their house, okay? That's against Amazon's policy. Please don't try to cheat the system. Don't try to get fake reviews, weird reviews, shady reviews. Honestly, your book is going to be blocked. You will be prevented from leaving reviews or your account will be terminated. This is not a good look. This is not a good idea. I've had few people that have tried to do that in the past. I've seen the results firsthand. That is not what we want to do. Don't collect a ton of points with promotional sites and use them all at once. That's a no-no. That will red flag your book. 100% you will live to regret this. And do not look for shady ways to get reviews. Okay, unconfirmed sites, unconfirmed methods, unconfirmed people that are just, you don't know where they're getting them from. This is not my recommendation. Okay, do this correctly. Do this by the book. Reviews are not something you can mess around with. And if you like this content, please make sure you follow, subscribe, so every time I create something new, you can be notified and I can do some more content. Next video is on the way. It's gonna be a good one. Stay connected. I'm Karina, and I'll see you in another video. Take care.